Welcome. I'm Captain Hopper, the Casual Guardian, and this is your weekly Reset and Eververse report for the 8th through 15th of July 2025, the final week of the final shape and the Rite of the Nine. Final week. Rite of the Nine. Increase non-array manifold and hollow foil rewards and dungeons. Claim an additional non-array engram daily, containing a variety of Eververse items through July 15th. And heresy activities. Heretical weapons drop more frequently. First up is a reminder that Bungie is giving away everyone free Bright Dust in the Eververse store this week, so I'd snag that right away. On the front page, we've got Canned Rage, a legendary emote for 700 Bright Dust. Let's preview it now. Oh, it looks like a can of Monster. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Next up, we've got exotic class item ornaments for 1500 Bright Dust. Cursed Titan. We've got the Stasis entrance for 450 Bright Dust. It's one of my favorites. I love this one. We've got Jungle Viper for 300 Bright Dust. As always, it's an interesting looking one. And we've got Grayscale Undergrowth for 300. Preview that real quick. Not bad. Okay, what else have we got? First up on the Bright Dust page, we've got the Drumroll exotic emote for 3,250 Bright Dust. And big finish. All right. Hey. For 700 Bright Dust, we've got the Disallowed banner. I kind of dig this one. I use it on my Titan a lot. We've got the Overcharged shell for 2,850 Bright Dust, which is, kind of a cool looking one if you're into that sort of thing. We've got the Laser Cutter for 2,000 Bright Dust, and I think this is kind of one of the cooler looking exotic ships in the game. We've got the Nightmare Stalker for, I believe it's 2,500. Yeah, 2,500. The Flower Game Stamp for Finality's Augur, that should be 1,250, which is, it's actually kind of a cool one. I like that. All right. And finally, we've got, which I think they're way overpriced, but at 1,500 Bright Dust, you got the Ouroborean Projection. So, if you're into that sort of thing. Next up, we've got the shaders, As always, 300 Bright Dust, Celestial Dome. Give her a pretty twirl here. Yeah, I kind of like that. We've got the Nectar Dynamo. Very Magneto looking one. I kind of like that. We've got the Argent Territorn. Let's see here. Doing this little twirl for the catwalk here. And Royal Protector. Another little twirl here for y'all. Okay. Next we've got Loot Chest Effects, 450 Bright Dust. Which is kind of a cool. I like that one. Cabal Shield Breaker for 450. I like this one too. And not that it matters, we've got Swirling Leaf Entrance for 450. Not as big a fan as this one, but it's okay. Next up this week, we've got the final Grandmaster Nightfall. It's an old battlegrounds from Hela's Basin on Mars. That also means that it'll be your last chance to get a solar wild style grenade launcher or Cruel Mercy arc pulse rifle and their adept versions. Next, we'll review what Banshee 44 has for us in the tower this week, keeping in mind that the rolls will reset periodically throughout the week. First up, we've got a Void fusion rifle, the Sonori FR5. We've got an Arc Glaive Nezrak's Whisper. It is craftable. We've got a Void linear fusion rifle, Threaded Needle. We've got a Void machine gun, Shattered Cipher. We've got a Void rocket launcher, Bad Omens. And we've got a Void trace rifle, Hollow Denial. It is also craftable. Next up, we've got Shade of One with the Hero Camino Legendary Armor Set. And as always, for 10,000 Glimmer, we've got Vitrified Duality. Let's do a nice spin for you here. All right. We've got Flowers of Io Worn. That's a vanilla shader. And we've got New Monarchy Diamonds returning again this week. Yeah, I kind of dig this one. All right. So that does it for Shade of One. We have the raid refresh for Salvation's Edge. This week's featured raids include the Root of Nightmares and the Deepstone Crypt on Neptune and Europa, respectively. We've also got the Sundered Doctrine Dungeon refresh this week, and the featured dungeons this week are the Shattered Throne on the Dreaming City and Duality on the Moon. This week's exotic mission is Node Override Avalon, where you can get the Vexcalibur Void Exotic Glaive. And in Eternity, we have a gift from the Emissary to you. An initiation is a rebirth, a step across a threshold, an anointment. The Emissary tips her head back, gazing up into the endless expanse. But it is also a binding, a cage, a mark upon your very atoms. You have proved your strength, your wit, your agility, your tenacity, denying acknowledge your power. In this moment, which becomes eternity, you have been recognized. And I actually really dig that, and that's kind of a cool looking thing. Ooh, Mystic. I don't know what that says, but it says something. The Emissary beckons you closer, Lightbearer. Your achievements merit a challenge worthy of your abilities. The Nine present you with a test. Complete all the trials of the Rite in a single turn of the earth. Temper your blade in the flames of adversity, and from ashes rise triumph. So, yeah, okay, cool. Do it all in a day, huh? Sweet. All right, and then before we leave here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to wait for that to get out of the way there and remind you that we've got all these weapons here that you might want to pick up, plus for Engram. Ooh, Dead Man's Revenge. All right, cool. Thanks so much for watching, Guardians. I hope you dug it. If you did, please do the like and subscribe thing. I'll be back on Friday with another Zerv video for y'all. I'll be back next Tuesday to see how this whole new thing kicks off. And until then, Guardians, again, thanks for watching. Happy hunting. And remember, fly cash.